Hi, welcome back to What Was That? So I had gotten myself into pretty good shape. Like I'm talking on the heart rate zone training. I was next to the professional athletes. So I was like the second highest heart rate zone. So I got myself back to pretty much skinny. And I was, really keeping my body as fit as I could. Then I decided I knew when I would exercise and my heart rate wouldn't accelerate to the level that it was needing to for me to benefit the most from the particular exercises in the circuits that I was doing in that day. I would modify to try to do something that I knew would get my heart rate back up and running hard, higher to benefit from it. So I was like, it's time to do another test. So this guy and I do another test for me. And something happened in the test. Still don't quite understand exactly what it was, but at one point he noticed that the real-time clock on the software of the test was not keeping time correctly. All of a sudden it had a time differential gap. So he just kind of was amused by it, kind of like, huh, what's that about? But we continue the testing. But as the testing's going on, that gap continues to expand. Exponentially, it just keeps expanding over and over and over again. So we finish and conclude the test. Then we are going to sit at the desk and we're going to go over the results. But he tells me the results, but he did tell me, he mentioned that time, all of a sudden the real-time clock on the software wasn't keeping time accurately. It was thrown off. And so it was like, huh. So come to find out, that threw the entire test. So the connection that this man and I had, I believe, as what threw the software at the test to have the time gap differential stuff, the real-time clock being thrown off. But it went further than that, because then the entire software went down for a little bit. So it was just very, very strange. But yes, spiritual people in general, they can have strange impacts on like electronics and softwares and things like that, and things can sometimes kind of go haywire in their presence. I've had heart rate zone training devices, and the very first one I bought, I broke it like almost right away. Like it could not work with me. I ended up with a more expensive version, but that one worked for me. So it's just different. Spiritual energies can throw off electronics. What was that? Thanks for listening.